Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back.
Like, the side room was like kind of dark, you know. So like the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that. Except it was like daylight outside and you could totally see her. And then like
She opened the door. You gotta take a gaffing class, bro. The lighting will be hitting her backside, making her a silhouette. Alright, so you can't see the front side.
who said
Dumbass.
the sun was on behind her though? Nobody said the sun was up there.
It's definitely not in the room.
Plus the room's lights were on.
No.
This isn't a set.
Nuh-uh.
The sunlight is not like directly behind her like a spotlight so you can get the darkened shadow. Try me. I didn't need to go to college to understand light.
What do you do? What do you know? What do you do? Do you know what time it was when that happened?
Yeah. Like midday.
Oh, if it was midday, the sun is above, right up here.
Up. Not behind.
And so it's still casting a there's not a fucking giant umbrella or
That
something.
doesn't blend into purple.
And next to each other on the color wheel.
And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Did you encounter somebody on your way to the channeling chamber?
Give it a second, bro.
I swear to God, guys, this guy doesn't stop.
God.
He ruins it.
Ooh.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood, even though when you took her back, you should have seen it sometime.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
After the murder. Part two. Like the side of him was kind of dark, you know.
Monty Python, The Meaning of Life, Part 2. Really? 'Cause I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court.
Like, that's right. You go, girl. Excuse me? But how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's?
You know, such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man.
Like, okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here!
So, like, the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in.
Is that the same color? You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, nope. You're going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face and her tits. It passed the blood, just straight boob.
Continue. And I, like, persuaded my sister it was, like, not right to do something like that.
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at that time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. She stabbed him first! Stabbed! But I think, like, she knew she, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan, but not the dead guy. She didn't care about that.
Sorry, I shot him.
Does Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Totally.
And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Did you come across anybody? Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe. Like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better.
And
Once
like,
that bullet entered his skull, she was like, oh, God.
I like to feel a lot better, too. Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better.
Did she just say she was gonna threaten to kill me? Pulls out the murder weapon.
No. Too easy.
Pulls the knife out.
Too easy.
Next is just the whip.
Yeah.
She says with her whip at the ready. And like Miss Morgan was like the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like Sha, is there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? Like, when do you mean? When you were going to the crime scene. When talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered that rather quickly. Now what? Press harder! Beat her! If you must. I heard girls like that. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Like, how about I am? You remember that? Did you read that on your way back? I like totally can.
Her name is Ami. I'm just...
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Very important! I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Just that I know that a little girl was in the way and she broke the vase. So there should have been a broken vase there.
The broken vase.
Urn.
Broken urn.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I like that say anyone. I like the way to challenge him. Try to remember that time. Oh, like I remember like I totally didn't see anyone on the way. That's weird because I should have. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a addendum. A dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, I can read your mind. I know when you're looking at my boobs. The judge believes this testimony.
Constantly.
If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot.
No, we're not gonna give it another shot.
I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. Mia, you're dead. Damn it. Damn. Doesn't matter how many times we listen. We can't give up.
What am I doing?
The gun.
Fuck! I thought he had it. What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Was that a muskrat? You see that gerbil come up on the screen? You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
Just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
A garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have had to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that?
No. That was a bit Australian there. No. As the court can see, She's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous!
The child was not playing. It's not preposterous. I can prove it.
That's sort of foolish.
There's no way someone walking along the winding path could have not noticed Pearl.
Well, because...
The urn and the ball.
Yeah.
There's 2 pieces of evidence. The urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
It's an urn! You know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why!
She broke the urn?
No!
Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the channeling started! Ah! And Pearl was the only one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What?! I'm gonna need some of that dragon lube that voice actors use.
Lasagnas?
No, they got Chinese stuff that just has a dragon on the front that they swallow a spoonful.
Peanut butter?
I think that was
It'll make it worse.
Just sitting there in the recording booth.
Smooth peanut butter. Alright.
Not only crunchy. You gotta swallow the crunchy peanut butter. Gets caught up in the vocal cords. Miss Miney. Osha.
Osha.
Are you trying to say there was a violation at the dojo?
There was.
Pearl was there in the winding way.
Someone didn't wash their hands.
It was Pearl.
Yeah.
She's a child, though. What do you expect?
Yeah.
She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Like that funny meme. Vine. Whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't a TikTok, so we're not gonna... I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You're a big fat liar. You're a masterful liar.
Mr. A, you need to watch what you say.
That Paul Giamatti movie is pretty good.
The one who needs to watch what she says is the witness. The judge said, okay, my bad. So Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About what you were really... Where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No. No, she wasn't.
No.
Your lies end here. What are you? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's the first one.
Oh, fuck. Yes, it was. So good job.
Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. Like, Miss Maya was like the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. Saw? Like, what is that? What does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go into the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way.
You didn't go there, by the way, of the winding way.
What? Look at the manor guide map. If there were to go, if one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
The winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Foolish fool.
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
I will kiss you.
I will make out with you, but only if you answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
How's your chance, Phoenix? Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Edie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
In the channeling chamber.
My God.
I told you! She was in the box! The box was behind the screen!
I've dozed off.
Ah, shit. Let me try that one more time. She was in the box! The box was behind the screen!
Yeah. The box was in her, behind the screen, in front of the screen.
The box was in her! She was dead, laying on the side of the ground until the box got out of her!
She shot Maya.
It sounds like something that sounds like something that Miss Von Karma would like freak out. No, the box was in her. She was behind the screen,
and then Edgeworth came in.
Miss Miney was here, of course.
Oh, but that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Miss Miney.
Order!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber. The chamber with the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Edie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where was I hiding? Behind the screen.
At the bottom of the sea.
Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen. Ah!
Don't make me say this again! Recall yesterday's testimony! There ain't no way anyone was behind that bottom frame.
She was in a box.
See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball! No, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps!" As if you know exactly how old I am.
21. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Better take a dump in that toilet and clog it. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. A box.
Oh, I skipped it.
A ball.
A ball. She was hiding. She just held the ball in front of her face.
No, Lotta looked around the corner and the ball went flying into her face.
Yeah.
Go! Nope, no one back there.
Yeah, just... Nope. Don't see anybody.
Covered in blood. Miss Miney.
That's a weird lamppost.
How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? It's very simple. Why is there a lamppost behind a shade? You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box. No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me.
But that clearly box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all.
Nah, but there's a bullet hole in it. And a bullet hole in the screen. Ah, ba.
That's right.
That's right. I was like sleeping there, so I should know. I'm gonna assume that the whole gig is dropped now. No longer the ballet girl.
Whenever she says like and all that stuff, then she's using her Valley Girl. She's like going, but ooh. But now she's like freaking out and, you know, dropping out.
The clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was the time of the crime? Yes, I can.
Now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The screen door. Take a look at the clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there are any sort of evidence like in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
It's a basket!
Move!
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised! Hurry up and say it already!
There's a hole
A hole?
at the bottom of the sea, about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had to hold at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. The time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind this folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah!
Order! So what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss anybody?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. You wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
That's a fancy word.
Oh, I like it.
Masquerade.
What is this, Phantom of the Opera?
That's
Don't scare me like that.
my Phantom of the Opera impression.
That's the noise the judge makes when you go, boom! She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop!
I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by himself!
Correct, it's not possible.
What?
Shit! He knew! I didn't think he'd agree to this! It really is impossible. For one person to do all that preparation, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you? The foolish receive no mercy.
Right! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious. Huffada.
Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Miss Mama.
Mom Morgan.
Mimi. This person. If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use.
Morgan. Faye.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? Oh, I love her.
She was my favorite.
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. Box. Box
Screen.
screen.
Box screen. Head. I'm gonna
The
say.
murderer had
Oh.
planted herself at the scene of the crime long
I thought it was gonna go by
beforehand.
automatically. I was about to have a heart attack. I was about to shit myself on camera.
Oh.
And I would have rocketed into the sky.
How much does that cost? You'll shit yourself on camera. How much? How much we talking here?
I'll do it for $200.
Sick. I get to see him
Yeah.
shit himself. Easily. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. Saba, Saba. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. She pissed on her as she
Yeah.
passed out. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife.
Yes.
Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. That's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Pow!
I'm back!
Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen is so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... Pew.
Pew!
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot.
Ah!
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. They probably might not even have heard it.
No, they definitely did.
Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber.
Click,
Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood
click.
and pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry! Before there are more victims here.
Get out of here!
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind the murder.
Pew. Pew. Boo.
I would have preferred if it does that, but then like it starts to pick up speed and keeps changing.
Who the hell is that? Laughing at a time like this.
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. It was me! Do you really think someone at Von Karma blood will lose due to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is...
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all of this trouble?
Huh?
Look-
Because she's the sister! She is Mimi!
Looking together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm! Well, that's, Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah! Motive! I don't have a motive!
Ow.
That's... No, motive, not ow.
Ow.
Can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. You're Mimi! You're Mimi!
I suppose I'll just present Mimi.
Ha! Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona.
Persona reference!
The game's not out yet!
You never see it coming! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Get out of here, Payne!
You failed to support your own theory.
Payne's over there playing on like a DS.
The end.
I think we have
I'm
our
playing
answer.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney number 5. I don't like where this is going for me.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
That's funny, your dad said the same thing before I dethroned him.
You had sex with my dad?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Just here. Tisk,
Tisk.
Don't tell her that, Phoenix.
It was supposed to be our secret.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hee hee. See ya? Like it's just as I told you. Hee hee. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney. Not guilty.
Hold it.
Chief! Master Chief. I just
I'm
want that.
finishing this fight.
I want all of that, and then you just hear the hold it, and you hear the Halo music start. Your Honor, please allow the defense. Cool. Allow the defense one more minute.
All right. Sure.
You can't lose. No, don't. I don't care. Can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, that's me. Does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a minute. A murder.
For a minute.
But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Think. Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. It also is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. You want to say that you could prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? No. Not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had motive. Too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eee!
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? You're supposed to be on my side. Ah!
that Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Edgeworth said the same thing. Now
I
he's
don't-
edging in heaven.
Yeah, and I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way.
No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec.
Well, it was actually Von Karma. It was actually Mentor Von Karma that made the same mistake to be like, yeah, let him, I'm a perfect man. Let him continue, all right? I think I will be okay. Ah, my shoulder.
Oh, it's starting to hurt.
Oh, God. All right, we're going to continue the trial in.
Next episode.
So we're going to watch this episode of Mr. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Ah.
Justice
it's called
for all.
Ace Attorney, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Thank you for watching this episode of Fuck! Make sure to like, subscribe, and the video for which is
Every day.
bye.